guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We've got 3 vehicles we're going to list up. We've got a 65 Mustang in beautiful turquoise with white interior. We've got a real deal 65 Riviera GS, so a Grand Sport, and that's got an X222 block, numbers matching, dual quads. 67 Riviera GS, this has Phytech fuel injection and it's a frame-off restoration by Interstate Supercars. We've also got a ton of new vehicles up. We've got a GT500, GT350R. Those are both going on Bring a Trailer. Be sure to like and subscribe so we can give you more great content just like this. Let's start off with the 67. Extremely clean example. I'd rate this a 9.5 out of 10. Take a look at the gallery below, so click on the link. It's going to give you underside shots, a full description, and a breakdown of this specific ride. Also, if you're interested in financing it, you can click on the finance tab, or if you want to transport it, we ship worldwide. Just fill out our transport form, and we'll be able to help you out. I'm opening up the hood right now. You've got a 430 with a Phytech fuel injection setup. You can see that the carburetor actually has an injector in it, so that's how it works. Cruise control works, power steering, power brakes, and cold air. Radiator has been recored, and this is a completely restored piece. So when you look at the gallery, look underneath it. Headlights work as they should, so they swivel down compared to the 65, which we're going to list up later on today, that has the clamshell. When you look underneath here, it's extremely clean. All the foam or all the insulation has been replaced, and you can see that all the air conditioning has been upfitted too. You got your trim tag right here, so you can take a look at that. Very nice. Power brakes, and it turns on instantly. You just turn the key, wait for 5 seconds, turn the key, and it's good to go. Exterior appearance, all the bright work in chrome, I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, shows extremely well. All the lights work as they should. And when you look down the body of this car, let me push this down so you can see that it's even. When you look down the body, all the gaps are even and all the paint is even throughout. Your bright work down here looks really nice, and you do have a set of all-season white line tires. You can see that liner in the fender wells. So they did that for insulation along with rock protection too. Very nice. Riviera GS badging. Interior is unbelievable, it's all been restored. We've got documentation for all this, so a spreadsheet with the whole breakdown. What's neat is it has a ribbon style speedometer, and when you're coming in here, you can see that all the bolts have been replaced. There's your VIN tag. All the rubbers are good. So when you start it up, you let the key sit for about 5 seconds. And it's cold. We just started it. You see that the temperature's cold right now, but it has a ribbon style speedometer that was just rebuilt. Aftermarket radio, which has a Buick emblem in it. And then you can adjust your lights once the vacuum builds up. I'll show you that, it's pretty neat. If you want to go to the front, let me give it a little bit of gas. You've got your electro cruise here, so you can set your cruise with the twist of a knob, and we'll test that out today. Wipers work as they should. And then when you do the headlights, see them flip down? How cool is that? Air conditioning's blowing cold right now, and I want you guys to come and look at the interior as I put the windows down. So all the glass operates as it should. This is a really nice car, and when we get these cars from clients, we drive them and make sure that they're good to go, and we'll point out any imperfections that we can't fix or address. That's why we have 100% positive feedback with over 1,500 cars sold worldwide. Door closes evenly, and you can see how nice that interior is. Look at the headliner too. Let me get back here so you can hear the exhaust from the 430. Very smooth and healthy. Remember, it's got that Phytech fuel injection. All your chrome looks good. Looks very, very nice. Trunk and roof line are in excellent condition with no bubbling or popping. And all the bright work around the glass looks really nice too. Let me open up the trunk. Trunk is very detailed. Trunk lights right here. This is ours, so you don't get that. Spare tire under here. And you can see that the paint throughout the trunk area matches the exterior. You got your stampings here as well on both sides, and all the rubber is brand new, and the trunk closes perfectly. To fill your tank up, just fold this down and you got it right there. And you can see the attention to detail for when they spray that liner and how the body's been painted properly. frame's been redone in this car, and it looks beautiful. All the lights work. All the badging is nice. And when you look down the passenger side, it's the same as the driver's side. The wheels basically have about 90% tread. The rims are original, so they have a little bit of discoloration, but they show very, very well. And all your bright work and trim around the wheels looks great. Let's open up the door. You can see how nice these guards are and all the rubber is. Door cards are in great shape. Door mechanisms work as they should. Look at the interior and the carpet. Very clean. Got your Riviera badge and then who they built it for on the bottom right there. Gonna open up the glove box. So that's how you open up the glove box. It's got a texture inside. Let's look at the back seats real quick. Look at how nice the condition is. You've got your speaker right there. I am noticing that it is missing one of the light covers for the rear. That's about it. That's all I could pick at this car. When you look inside these seat sections, it's really clean too. Let me jump in it and we'll take it for a ride and I'll show you the interior. Then we'll get some outside shots and help you decide on this is the right Riviera for you. Door closes easily. We're gonna put the ignition on. Remember, it's Phytech fuel injected, so you let it sit for a couple seconds and then fire it off, and it runs excellent. Air conditioning's working right now, so I have it on the high setting right now, so it'll blow cold. Throttle response is nice, and I open this up so you can see that it has dual ashtrays and a cigarette lighter. The horn doesn't work. Headlights obviously operate, we just showed you that. And the air condition is blowing cold. You do have a center console right here. You can see that there's a little bit of storage there. And then this opens up and it's another ashtray for your patrons in the rear. The rear is actually really comfortable and all the seats are really nice. Your rear view mirror isn't loose. This is a really nice car. You jump in it and drive it. Your vents aren't loose either. That's another common thing you'll see in a lot of Pontiacs or Buicks. These balls right here will get loose, or in a Camaro too, and they fall when you turn the air on. This is nice and sturdy. It's giving you cold air. You can set it wherever you'd like it to go, which is what I just did. Brakes are good, so you can feel that the assist is working. You do have a parking brake. Let's see if that works. So parking brake doesn't work, but it does release. Another thing to note. Just covering everything. So you guys buy this car, you know exactly what you're getting. I'm putting it in drive or in reverse right now. It's not banging into gear, neutral. So you push down and then you pull back and now we're in drive. No funny sounds. We've got good charging right now. Our fuel gauge is full. Temperature's going up and we've got great oil pressure. 34,000 miles on the odometer. And then we do have an aftermarket radio here that does operate. So let's see if we can find a station. Whoa. Yep, it works. Very cool. Turn it off and continue on our ride. We're just gonna go around Marina Mile so you can see that it drives nicely. You can see the ribbon working. How neat is that? So as I drive, a ribbon spins to show the speed. I'm gonna turn right here, brakes are even. I am noticing that the steering wheel is off by a little bit, so I would say that before this leaves, we're going to send it to get in alignment. But otherwise, that's all I can really pick at it. The only things I don't see that are working are the horn, what else was it? The clock on the dash, and that one light cover in the back. Otherwise, this car is 95% there. I want you guys to look at our reviews too. So we've sold 1,500 cars. I said that already in the past, probably more. We have 100% positive feedback selling sight unseen. And that's because we've built a great reputation over the past 10 years plus. You're talking to the guy that owns the company. We've got the other guy back here that's filming it right now, and he makes sure that everything's proper. We've got a good team inside the office. I'm gonna put the windows up since we have air conditioning and it's super hot today. You can see the windows are all going up properly. And the air is blowing as it should. We've got it in the high setting and it feels really good. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. We're gonna turn right up here and we'll give it a little bit of gas so you can see how it runs. You can see the ribbon working, so let's get it up a little bit. Ribbon's working properly. It's not making any funny sounds. And then you have a cruise control, which we definitely have to test out. We'll test it out when we turn right onto 31st Street. Brakes are even. Turn signal is working as it should. You can see it lighting up right there. We're going to go to our spot where we get outside shots after we test out this cruise control. The other turn signal is operating as well. I'm checking that right now. We already tested the wipers. If you guys have any other questions in regards to this specific ride or anything in our inventory, give us a call at 954-363-2261, or you can email us as well. We'll get back to you within 24 hours. That goes with shipping and or financing. So we use 3 lenders for financing, which would be JJ Best Bank, Woodside Credit, and Collect a Car Lending. You can click on our financing tab and you'll be able to get pre-approved. I would say that you need to have a credit score in the 700s and an actual job to get financed. Turn left here. Temperature's slowly going up. Let's continue our test drive. We're going to try out the cruise control and see if it works. I've set it to 30, and then I believe you push it and it's supposed to hold it in place. So let's get up to 30 miles an hour. Motor's extremely peppy. Let's see if we can set it. Let's see, I got to get to 30. Nope, so the cruise control doesn't operate, but the knob does operate, so you can set it to whatever speed you want to do, but I don't think the vacuum is working properly. We're going to turn right here. Steering's really tight. Glass is nice. Not too much noise from the, I don't actually hear any noise from the suspension. Going about 40 right now. We're going to turn right here and then we'll test it out and see how it accelerates. Brakes feel great. Just the steering wheel is off. All right, so what we're going to do is we're at our test strip. We're going to test it out. What I'm noticing is the ribbon for the speedometer was just replaced. It's actually making a little bit of noise, just to give you guys a heads up. I don't know if the plastic inside there isn't lubricated properly, but it's starting to make noise. Sounds like a little bit of a chipmunk. It's working as it should. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Let this guy pass us and then we'll test it out. We'll see how she does. You ready? That's the 60, feels really good. It didn't downshift, so I was expecting it to click down into first, but it did not do that. So maybe what we'll do is we'll test it out again and I'll manually shift it and we'll see how it does. You can hear the ribbon inside the speedometer making a little bit of noise. Pretty good for the size, pretty peppy. All right, so I'm gonna manually shift it. It didn't want to downshift originally when we just did that test drive because I think we were at a certain speed where it wouldn't do that. But this time we can control it, and you ready? It's peppy. You can hear the Phytech open up and start eating fuel. I'm shifting it early, but it shifted through all the gears as it should, so it's a 3-speed transmission. If you guys have any questions about this ride, give us a call at 954-363-2261. Thanks, and have a great day. Let's get some outside shots for these people. Hope you guys like that test drive. Be sure to subscribe. See ya.